Schwarzenegger, who was always very conscious that he was a Republican governor in a Democratic state, in 2005 came out and said, science is settled, we know what's happening, we have a good idea what we need to do about it, so I'm going to put out an executive order and we are going to cut our emissions back to 1990 levels by the year 2020. It was just an executive order, and that means any governor who comes into office afterwards can use it or toss it in the trash heap without a single problem. So Fran Pavley, legislator here in California from the LA suburbs, decided that was not going to be good enough, and she put forward a bill with Schwarzenegger to enshrine that goal into law, and that's what we had in 2006. For Schwarzenegger, it was a really good, shrewd move. He was still eyeing where he was going to go nationally if he had another job past governorship of California, and he was up for re-election. He needed some big, bold issue that he could appeal to Democrats and independents with, and he made this his cause. He got it through the legislature with only one Republican vote in favor of it. And yet he was reading the polls pretty astutely, because if you go back and look at public opinion polls in California at the time, that law actually had almost identical support among Republicans, Democrats, and independents. The parties weren't quite aligned that way, but among the voters in California, they all pretty strongly backed that law. And so you had, from the very beginning, California's primary climate law always had that kind of bipartisan and compromising origin story to it. It was always something that was put together by Republicans and Democrats, even though in the legislature it didn't quite pan out that way. But that formed the basis for pretty much everything that came next.